as you guys approach this old broken tower to the north of Rune's Tree. And not only did you see Venomfang, he's kind of hanging out up there on the top of the broken castle, the walls of the castle, but he's looking down, and there are a total of 6 of these cultists. And you had found out from Big Dirt the Daring that there had been some cultists within the last couple of months. They've moved in. They're part of some type of cult that's going to try to bring Tiamat back up to the living world from the depths of the elemental chaos. So, yeah, there's an audience. It looks like as you guys are kind of looking, you guys are bushwhacking it. You guys are concealed. I mean, the dragon's pretty loud. I mean, you can hear him barking. He's got a very deep voice that's basically telling them to grovel to him and put their tribute down on the ground, and then he is going to take that tribute and give it to Tiamat when the time is right. Now, if Venomfang gives that stuff, gives any kind of tribute to Tiamat, then that's all on Venomfang. But that's what you guys see right now. You know that there are cultists here, and they are allied, or it seems that they are allied with this Venomfang the Second. So, adventurers, what do you do as you see this taking place in front of you?
As soon as I see this, I'm going to kind of crouch down, make sure I'm really well hidden, and I'm going to start, mumbling a prayer. And I'm going to cast aid on my allies here.
Very nice. And tell us a little bit about aid. What exactly does it do, Frantisek?
Aid gives everyone 5 extra hit points, and they can do with those hit points what they'd like.
Nice.
So increases their hit point maximum and gives them 5 hit points.
All right. So do you want to add those as temporary hit points so we don't forget about changing it later, or what? Well, I mean, if it gives maximum hit points, then it would actually affect the maximum hit points that can be healed too. So, yeah, we'll just go ahead and use the... No, that's beautiful. It's all about the conditions, man. All of those conditions that are in there for... Yeah, don't forget yourself either. Is there a minimum? Is there a maximum of people that you can aid, or
3?
You have to use... Okay, so you have to use a higher level spell slot then, right? If you want to, aid more people. That's
a
a
higher slot gives you another 5 hit points, but you still only have 3 targets.
Okay, very good. Is it concentration based too?
It is not. No.
That's a nice thing. So what else? Frantisek has given the party a blessing of aid. Anyone else?
So I'm gonna whisper to Frantisek, I guess, and Whim that are close. Do we wait for people to leave, or are we gonna rush in?
Yeah, let's wait and see if they leave. just keep cool. Just keep cool.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and cast protection from poison. Just in case something happens, and I'm going to do that on Whim and myself.
Okay. Going into bear form or anything?
Not yet. No,
okay.
Not yet.
Squall, what about you?
I'm just going to...
As Venomfang is still conversing with the cultists, by the way, telling them basically, and you can see these guys are putting treasure and stuff on the ground. Well, actually, they're taking it inside of the broken tower.
Can you share the map, Dave, please?
Sure.
Are we rushing in now, or are we waiting, guys? Because I don't want to burn a spell slot if we're not going to go in. I try and whisper that to anybody that might hear me.
Well, now, does it look like these guys are going to be leaving anytime soon, or are they, I don't know, doing prayers and chants or whatever in front of Venomfang?
Yeah, they were chanting in unison, and basically Venomfang told them to stop groveling and, produce the results, and what kind of spoils have you taken from the area, etc. You know, they start producing things and taking them into the tower.
Well, I don't know, guys. I think we got the jump on them if we want to just do it. Like we can.
You would definitely get advantage if you wanted to have the element of surprise you do right now. So that's up to you guys. That's your decision. So, Squall, you were debating on doing something. So I didn't know if you were.
Yeah, I say we wait, and I'm not gonna cast any spells or anything. I'm just ready action.
All right, Wim, what about you?
Same.
So what is the trigger going to be? I mean, because to get a free action, I mean, you have to have something triggered. You know what I mean? To trigger that action.
Oh, if I get attacked, then I'm going to attack something. Is that acceptable, or?
Well, I thought you were going to like prepare something like a spell, or that's what I was kind of insinuating.
Oh, okay.
But if
that's perfect.
If you guys want to
I have
attack,
a quick question though.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
So I have 2 spells, each one of them are a bonus action. So could I cast both those spells? I could cast both those spells on a turn.
It just depends. You can only use 1 spell slot per round. So you can basically use like a cantrip and then a spell slot. But if your bonus action is a cantrip, then yeah, you could do 2. But I don't think there's any bonus action cantrips. Not that I remember.
Okay. No, I was thinking about first level spells, but
yeah.
It's all good. So I'm just going to wait.
I thought about changing that in the past. I mean, it would just make players run out of spell slots sooner. But I think we'll keep it with the way the mechanics are supposed to be for that for 5e.
It's all good. Not a problem.
So Dave, I turn around and I tell everybody, "Oh, screw it! Get ready, guys!" And I'm gonna cast Flaming Sphere.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's how we're gonna do it, huh?
That's how we're gonna do it. And
Okay.
I'm gonna put this right in the middle of all those cultists.
All right.
Yeah, can I get my action, or
Yeah,
how's that gonna work?
because I tell you, screw it. You see me casting a spell.
You
so.
guys have the
Since-
element of surprise. They did not know that you guys were bushwhacking back there. So, yeah, absolutely. You guys can all go ahead and get your actions. So we'll go ahead and start with Frantisek. And like I said, a round is 6 seconds. So all of this happens simultaneously. So we'll start with Frantisek first. And you're casting Flaming Sphere.
I am. So a 5-foot diameter sphere of fire appears in an unoccupied space of your choice within range and lasts for the duration.
Yep.
Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw. So I'm going to just put this sphere right into just like bowling, right?
Too bad you weren't one more level where you had Fireball, huh?
Yeah, that would have been nice, but, it'll come. It'll come. So I'm just going to try to knock all these pins down here, all these cultists. So 5-foot diameter sphere.
Yeah. You know how to make the sphere? There you go.
You seeing that?
I do, yeah.
So I'm going to just roll it right here. I'm going to try to hit this cultist in the black robes here.
So you're going to basically place it right on him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so
I'll cast it here, and then I'll move it onto him. So that's how the spell works.
yeah, very nice. So your bonus action, you've moved it right into the place. And let's see. I think 5 foot grant lasts for the duration. You can also move it on subsequent turns too, right? As a bonus action.
Correct. That spell persists, and I'll move it around, and I'll knock all these fools down on my next turn.
Yeah, so so you put the fire down, the flaming sphere. It basically starts to cackle. It's putting off a lot of heat. These guys are, they're like, what in the hell is going on here? So you've surprised them for sure. So you got it on top of the cultist with the robe. He failed a saving throw. He took 8 fire damage. So you can go ahead and take any movement that you want for a sec, and then we'll just go right on down the line, and we'll go to let's see, we'll go to Laddie now. What are you gonna do, Laddie?
Since they're all bunched up, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Entangle on that big group. I went draw the 20-foot square.
All right. Entangle's a pretty high level spell, isn't it? Isn't it what? No, it's first level. All right. So it's a 20-foot square. So basically, it will affect everybody on the ground. And it looks like, wow, they were actually pretty successful. 2 of the cultists failed. All right. So grasping weeds and vines, they now sprout up from the ground in that 20-foot square. And it basically is affecting everyone. It's difficult terrain. So let's see. They had successful strength saving throws. A couple failed. 2 of them are entangled. And the other ones that are entangled can use their action to do a strength check and try to break free.
And
the
I'll
other
yell
ones
out.
that are not affected are still, suffering from difficult terrain. So.
Right.
That's how I yell out, "Good job, laddie! Keep him there, and I'll just mow him down with the fire."
Nice.
Yeah, I'll just go to the edge of the foliage.
All right. Squall, what say you?
Okay, I will drink my potion of heroism and cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action on the dragon.
Okay, so you Hunter's Mark the dragon, no problem. You can always move that later on with a bonus action. And the potion of heroism does what, Squall? I believe it gives you hit points, right? Temporary hit points?
10 temporary hit points, and I am under the reactions of a bless spell. So for 10 turns, I get to add a 1d4 to every attack and saving throw.
All right. So go ahead and put bless on yourself. It is in the conditions. Well, it's in the effects in the upper right-hand corner. The single person silhouette with like 3 things flying around its head. They're all in alphabetical order. You just take that bless, drop it right on yourself. Add your 10 temporary hit points to your sheet on the main tab, and you'll be set and you'll be good to go. And what about Whim? What are you doing, Whim?
Well, let's see here. What is the range on darts?
Let's see. It should say on your character sheet. It should say in the inventory where it says darts. You can just click on the little eye there, and it should have all of the pertinent information. So I just
all right, I should get pretty close then.
Darts are 20 with a regular attack, and you can go. You can throw them up to 60, but anything after 20 feet is going to be disadvantage. But you have advantage on your attack, so advantage and disadvantage would cancel themselves out, and it would be a normal roll.
Right on.
But you can run up within 20 feet and throw, and then run away with as much, movement that you have left.
Yeah, I think I'm going to use my Feline Agility to double my movement. And is this going to be rough terrain here?
No.
Okay.
Like I was saying last week, you guys can shimmy around without having any kind of like difficult terrain attached to you.
All right, then before I do anything super crazy, does this this building look climbable at all?
Which building?
The is it a ruined castle? Is that what that is? Or
where Venomfang's on?
Yeah, the tower.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like. I mean, you don't know. You don't know. I mean, you can't see what's inside. You don't know if there's any kind of ramp leading up to higher levels or anything like that. So you guys never really explored it. So,
sure.
But Venomfang, yeah, of course, he flew up there. So.
Oh, he's up. Okay, I see. Well, I'm gonna double
he's
my
up
movement.
on the top. Yeah, he's not on the ground. He's up about about 35 feet or so.
All right, cool. I'm gonna run up on the side of it then, and if I could possibly climb up 20 feet there, I think that's the end of my double movement then.
Okay. All right.
And if I could do a dart attack with, well, I guess it wouldn't be disadvantage. It would just cancel that out, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. You'd be able to do it because, well, you're a monk, so I mean, you get. I don't even think that you can use a key point. Don't you have to take an attack to use a key point to get the extra and third attack or something like that? Well, the third attack.
I
think that's how it works. Because you use your action to take the dash, which gives you double movement.
It's actually, I don't think it's an action though, is it?
Dash?
It's the feline. No, it's the feline agility.
Okay, if it's feline agility, then yeah, it's let's take a look at it really quick.
Yeah.
You guys gotta remind me of this stuff because I'm thinking that it's an action and I'm trying to remember everything at one time and yeah. So let's see.
It doesn't say anything about any actions. It just says when you move on your turn in combat, you can double your speed until the end of your turn. Once you use this trait, you can't use it again until you move 0 feet on one of your turns.
It's basically it's like a free dash, so that's what it is. So, yeah, you can move. You still got your action. You still got your bonus action. So I mean, yeah.
All right.
Because feline agility doesn't cost you anything. You can just use it once. So.
All right, then I'll go ahead and do a dart attack.
All right.
And
who are you going to be attacking? Because you're let's see, 5.
I'm going to try and get the guy closest, not the dragon, but the cultist closest.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead and it'll be just a normal roll, even though you're out of the 20-foot range. So go ahead and throw your dart, and let's see what happens. You can throw multiple darts too. I mean, as long as I believe the dart can be thrown multiple times, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Go ahead. You can throw darts. I don't care. You can do it again with your. Well, you don't have extra attack yet, but sure, you could do one with your offhand. I'll allow that. Sure, a thrown weapon, kind of throw them simultaneously from both hands. Why not?
Right on.
All right, so it looks like you hit the first one. And the second one you hit, very nice. Well, the second one is, you're good to go. So you would hit again. So go ahead and roll damage. All right. Darts are 2d4.
I have a Kensei shot. Actually, that should have only been for the bonus one. My bad.
Oh, no problem.
So it should have been 2 on the second attack, but not on the first one. Did you get that?
Yeah, I'm trying to look up Kensei. It doesn't have any kind of data. What exactly does it do?
All right. I'm looking at my notes, but let me pull out the actual one here.
So, what is it from? Is it from the archetype? Is it from the race, or where's it from?
It's from the Path of the Kensei.
And that is in which? Is it in Xanathar's?
That is in. Yeah, I believe so. It's either that or. I believe it's Xanathar. It's right here. It says you can use a bonus action on your turn to make your ranged attacks with a Kensei weapon more deadly. When you do so, any target you hit with a ranged attack using a Kensei weapon takes an extra 1d4 damage. You retain the benefit until the end of your turn.
Okay, so yeah, if you're doing that, then it sounds like then.
Yeah, so I only get it on the bonus action there. So the first attack, I shouldn't have done it on that one.
Yeah, so it says you can use see, it's not worded very good here. So, yeah, you can use, because I haven't had a Kensei monk yet. So you can use a bonus action on your turn to make your ranged attacks with a Kensei weapon more deadly. And you have two. What are your two weapons? Darts and what else?
Darts and a whip.
Okay, that's right. So when you do so, any target you hit with a ranged attack using a Kensei weapon takes an additional 1d4 damage of the weapon's type, which is piercing. You retain this benefit until the end of the current turn. All right, so it doesn't say anything about losing it. So if you use your attack action to take your first dart, we'll take the extra d4 off of the first one, which would be the 2 damage because you rolled 4. So we'll add 2 more back onto the cultist.
Fair. That's fair.
So, yeah, that he'd be dead anyway, now that I'm looking at the numbers. Then your bonus action is a hit. That's when you can use your Kensei shot, and then you'll do the extra damage, and that cultist dies as well, it looks like. So, or no, you hit. Did you hit the same one, or what's going on?
If the first one, yeah, I guess so. I didn't realize the other guy was dead already.
Let's see. Yeah, the first one was hitting. Let's see, that was cultist number 4. So drag that damage, the 4 and 1 and plus 3 to 8. Drag that and put it on the other cultist that you were attacking. I guess it would be what, cultist number 1?
Yep.
All right, so he's heavily wounded. So you're good to go. So we'll move on to initiative, because everybody's gone now, right? So let's go ahead and roll initiative, and we'll see how the dice fall. And also Big Dart charges in as well. Big Dart just takes a double action and just charges right in.
Does he have to stop halfway? To
Cough out a lung.
Yeah, pretty much he coughs his lung out. Too good. Yeah, sorry for all the questions, William. It's just that when I see stuff coming up in the tracker that I'm not familiar seeing, I'll always ask. So.
No, yeah, absolutely. It is worded really weird. Like if I use the bonus action first, would that make the second attack? You know what I mean?
No, well, you have to use your attack action to use your bonus action to attack again. So that's player handbook tactics. So.
Okay.
So you can attack with a sword and like throw something, or you can do 2 ranged attacks. I'm not picky with that. So.
All right.
As long as it's darts, something like that, I have no problem with anything like a really light weapon. All right, so we've rolled initiative. All right. Oh wow, yeah. So as you guys are fighting, you guys are getting into position. All of a sudden, you recognize someone else that stands on top of one of the ramparts. You see someone climbing up over and appearing, and it's Rigby. It's Rigby from the Rub-a-Dub bathhouse.
What?
Yes, and Rigby appears, and Rigby appears about right here as he's on top of the wall, and he takes a shot at Venomfang the second. And he yells out, "This is something that we should have done 40 years ago with our descendants." And then he kind of looks down at you, Frantisek. And then he basically releases an arrow and shoots it at Venomfang. So he attacks, even though it says short bow, it's going to be it says crossbow, it's going to be a bow. Let's see, he actually misses Venomfang. And Venomfang turns around and sees this. And all of a sudden, you hear him say, "Oh no!" And then Venomfang, at the end of his turn, Venomfang moves over. He's not flying. He's on the edge of the tower. And he scoots over and he does a tail attack at Rigby. And when he does the tail attack at Rigby, Rigby goes flying over the castle. And you can hear him saying, "Oh!" no! And he disappears behind the castle base. Well, behind the rune tower. So Rigby, he disappears. He is definitely out of sight. Venomfang has taken his action. And let's see, he gets multi-attack, so he can take 3 attacks. But what he's going to do is fly down. He's got a little bit more movement. You can take a little bit of movement here. And Venomfang is going to flap his wings. He's going to take flight. And as he starts to take flight, you can see you can just hear the thunder flapping from his wings. And as he starts to fly, you can start to see the grass start to sway and the robes of the cultists start to move around and stuff. And he lands right here. And there's one other thing that I need to read about. All right. So, as he lands, the last thing that he does, he's gonna, I'd say probably about right here. I need to check something out. You guys know what I'm doing. My apologies on this, adventurers.
Lovely.
Oh yeah, you gotta love the dragon, the poison breath. So, Squall, Laddie, and Frantisek, you guys are going to be affected by this. As he lands, he rears his head back, and then all of a sudden, a massive, just cone of poison just engulfs the area that you're in. And you can just see the grass shriveling up instantly, the trees dying and the leaves falling off to nothing like bare branches. So let's get a couple saving throws in, shall we?
Oh, that does
I would like to use my inspiration to get advantage on this.
Okay. Why don't you guys go ahead and let's see.
You want us to roll the save?
Why don't you guys go ahead and do the saving throws? If you're going to do everybody has an inspiration to start, so we'll just do this manual instead of because there's no way to do advantage with an auto roll. So you guys go ahead and do your saving throws. They are Constitution based saving throws.
Oh.
All right. So Laddie, you failed your saving throw. Squall, you failed your saving throw. And Frantisek, you failed your saving throw.
Jeez.
So let's do a little bit of damage to you guys.
That'll be it for me, guys.
Yeah. All the d6s.
I'm down.
Oh my goodness. So, oh wow, that is 37 damage, 37 poison damage. That is yeah. You guys are, let's see, Squall, you had temporary hit points. You're in pretty bad shape. Frantisek, you are down, covered in this poison muck. And Laddie, you are up. You had tempo. Yeah, you had resistance and temp. So, all right. So you've got Frantisek. You hear a screech come from Frantisek as he is now in a puddle of this greenish, whitish, just sludge that's just all over him. You guys are covered as well. You guys are getting it scraped out of your eyes. It's sort of like a breath with like the slosh added into it. It's nasty. That's it for the dragon.
Hey, Laddie, who did you cast resistance of poison on?
Wim and myself, because I thought we were going to be frontline.
Okay, so does that mean you don't take any damage?
I took resistance.
So
Just half
is
damage.
half,
Half
yeah.
damage.
Gotcha, understood.
Yep, resistance is half. All right, so Squall, you're up now. You're in pretty bad shape, but you still got some hit points left. What do you do there, Squall?
This tree right in front of me, would that restrict me from using a crossbow
No.
shot at him?
Nope.
Okay.
Let's just hope that that poison breath doesn't recharge next round on a 5 or 6. He's moving way back.
I'm going to move back here, and bonus action, I will mark him with Planar Warrior, and I will attack.
All right, so explain to us what Planar Warrior does.
Planar Warrior is on every turn that I hit, once a turn, I can roll that a d8 also on damage.
All right, there's no other type of mechanics where he has to be full life or damaged or anything like that?
Nope, it's just a bonus action to kind of load it up.
All right.
So is that a hit?
19 is a hit on Venomfang. It is. I need to read that. All right, so with your Hex, your Planar Warrior, you do a total of 19 to Venomfang, which is a very, very heavy hit.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it definitely seems like you've got his attention, that's for sure. As the arrow strikes wherever you aimed it, it hits. So
that's it for me.
all right, so your first death saving throw, Frantisek, is
Cool.
successful. So you're at 1 success, no failures. We are at the cultists now. The cultists are going to start getting into position. They are going to be drawing their beautiful shiny scimitars. 5, 10, 15,
So that's difficult terrain in there.
20.
All the square.
Oh yeah, so there's 10, 20. Basically, he's gonna stay right here because this guy wasn't restrained, but yeah, he does. Basically, he gets here. He's gonna take a dash. So that's 10, 20, and 30. Yeah, so 10, 20, 30. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Cannot take an attack because he used his action to dash. Next cultist, he was one of the ones that had a successful save as well. He'll move. The damage is ending on a turn, right?
It's gone anyway.
Okay, because of the yeah, that's right. So that's 10. 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to dash. 35 and 40. Laddie's on you. Next cultist. Let's see. Is going to, let's see, 10, 20, 30. Takes a dash. Let's see. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Wim, you're up. As the cultists are saying, "Hail and praise Tiamat! And of course Venomfang the Second as well." Boy, the party's in trouble, man. Seriously.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and throw some darts.
All right, so who are you targeting? All right, I guess you're targeting Venomfang.
Yeah.
All right, so you rolled a 1. That is a miss, which is a 1 plus 5 is a 6. You did damage. Let's take that damage off of Venomfang. So hold down Control, and then pick that back up out of the chat and drop it on Venomfang again, and it'll heal him for 5. Or, yeah, there you go. So he had mine. Yeah, there you go. Heal of 5. There you go. Good job.
Give me my dart back.
Are you gonna use a bonus action to attack again?
Yeah, I'll make some movement first. If I could shimmy across just a little bit to the right.
Sure, you can move as much as you have movement. So you're climbing up, right? So okay, we need to take into consideration. Are you shimming against the wall, or because I see you're on the actual wall itself?
Well, how far up was Rigby there when he was on there?
Rigby was about 35 feet up in the air.
Okay, then I'll move up to the height that he was at, and then I'll move over a little bit if I can.
Okay, so you're going to scale up. How much movement do you have?
I have 20 foot of climbing.
All right, so you can get 20 foot up the wall, basically.
So I'm already 20 feet up. So if I move another 15 up, then 5 over, if I could.
You were already 20 feet up on the wall from what, last round?
Yeah, the first round. It was the free round before we did initiative.
Okay, you did a double move to get to the wall, right? Did you have extra movement to get up?
No, I had extra movement. Yeah, I still had some movement to climb the wall.
I don't remember hearing you say climb that you were climbing the wall. I don't know if anybody else did. I didn't hear you say that, but we'll go with that. So, but yeah.
Yeah, he said he was going to climb the wall. I heard him.
I don't remember. Okay, all right, that's fine. You're up on the wall, so go ahead and take your other action. I don't remember hearing that. So, all right, that's a miss with the dart. Anything else for you?
No, that's it.
All right, we'll go with the cultist is restrained. He'll use his strength to try to break free. What is the DC going to be on that, Mr. Laddiebear? Or can you give him a strength?
Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah, if you can give him the... Is it a check or a save after the first time?
It is a strength check. It's still DC 13 though. So the saving throw.
Okay, so we'll say that he rolled a 6, and we'll see if he has any kind of bonuses of strength, and we'll add it on real quick. He does not have any kind of bonuses, so... All right, he is still restrained. He has no ranged attacks. So that's it for him. We'll go to Laddie. You're up.
All right,
You got 3 cultists on you.
Yeah, and cleric behind me that's down. Say, Frantisek. Frantisek. Oh. I'll do a healing word to Frantisek. I'll go toss that at him real quick.
Sure.
Get him up. And then I will turn around since the healing word's a bonus action. I'll go ahead and attack with my Laddie branch. And roll 1.
Wow. Yeah, that is not good. Good that you got Frantisek back up though. That's really good.
And that's all I can do. I'll just brace myself.
All right.
Say,
yeah.
I think we made a mistake.
So Big Dirt, he goes into this difficult terrain, and I don't believe that he will have to do any kind of saving throw to become restrained, because I think that was just on the initial cast.
Correct.
So Big Dirt is going to take his great sword out. As you see him running up there, he pulls out his great sword and he chomps down twice on this this cultist in front of him in the robes. He's one of the ones that's also restrained, and he just chomps his ass a couple of times. His first swing gets a critical hit because he's restrained.
Wow, nice.
And Big Dirt instantly kills this guy as you just see his head flop off of his shoulders and just basically roll on the ground, and then his body just does a timber really slow as it just falls onto the ground. Next, he's going to move up a little bit more. With the difficult terrain, it doesn't matter. And he slashes at this other cultist. And he hits that cultist with his great sword. And he kills this guy as well. So Big Dirt is on a tear. He's got, let's see, he's going to get back to here. And he points towards Venomfang and he says, "We should have killed you while we found your nest 40 years ago, he says it's time for Venomfang the second to meet his maker like his father did before him. And that is the end of Big Dirt's turn. So we are going to, let's see, this dead cultist is now round 2. And we are to Venomfang. And I rolled a 4, so his acid breath did not recharge. Luckily for you guys.
Yeah, good.
Right. All right, so Wim, you've got his attention. He flies up onto the wall with his movement.
All right.
He flies 30, and then as the 35, 45, 50, and he is going to attack you multiple times. The first thing he does is bite you. And Wim, you're hit with a 16.
Yeah.
You're heavily wounded. You take piercing damage and poison damage as he bites into, as you see him coming down on you. And basically what happens is you see all this venom that's dripping off of his fangs. He bites into you. You have this excruciating pain. You take a total of 22 between piercing and poison. Then he follows up with a couple of claw attacks. And his first claw attack is a miss with a 13. Very nice. And he follows up with an uppercut and hits you with a 24.
Good God.
You take minimum damage. You take 6.
Right.
So that's good for you. So Wim, you're in pretty bad shape. You've got a little bit of life left. Yeah, you've got 4 life left. So that's it for Venomfang. It looks like he's sticking up there on the top with you. Squall, you're up. And now he's up 30 feet. 30 feet up on the wall now, so 35 feet.
So my crossbow has a range of 100. Am I within that, where I'm at?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I will use my bonus action and take a shot at Venomfang.
All right. Good luck. That's a hit with a 22. Very nice shot. With your bless is really helping you out. I think the bless actually. No, I think you would have hit anyway. So go ahead and add your force damage and then also the damage for hex, and let him fall. All right, so you do another 16 damage to Venomfang as he looks your way.
I will move to here.
Take your movement.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
All right.
And that
sounds good. Frantisek, you're up now. Frantisek, you are prone, so I guess you are probably going to stand up, right?
I am going to stand up. That's correct.
Okay.
And as I stand up, I come to my senses. I rip open my bag and pull out a potion of greater healing. That'll be my action. So I'll swill that.
All right. Nice use on that greater healing potion too. That's a good call. So you're going to do anything else? Did you make a? Let's see. Do we have a greater healing potion for you on your sheet?
No, I'll just roll for it then.
Okay. All right, so you get a total of 17 back.
13 plus 4.
Yep.
So
you're at 4 wounds, so
7.
There you go.
It's pretty good.
Very nice. You're feeling much better now.
Oh, that's some good stuff there. That'll give me another one of those. And then I'm gonna move as much as I can. So I've used half my movement, so I've only got 15 left. So I can get you there. And then I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon with my bonus action.